Hello and welcome back to KNF Design. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try to bring a wide variety of different craft projects to you. If you ever have a craft project you would like me to show you how to make or just want to see me try to make it, let me know down below and I'll try my best to bring that to you. If you like today's craft project, make sure to hit those thumbs up. It really does mean a lot to me and it helps bring my crafting videos to more crafters like you. Don't forget to also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any of our crafting fun. So with that, let's get crafting. I went to Michael's to check out some of their clearance section. They have a lot of stuff going on sale. And I found this really fun bag. It was 75% off, so I went ahead and grabbed it. I just thought it looked like a fun summery bag that we could find something to do with. Then I thought, I have some fun iron-on thermal color changing vinyl that I've been wanting to do a project with, and I was thinking like yellow for this inside of the flowers and then this like purple or color for the flower itself, and I thought that would be really cool on this bag. So maybe if you take it to like a farmer's market or something, the flowers will pop up or when the sun hits them. So I have done a color changing vinyl in the past. I did it the opposite one where it changed colors in the cold. I did that on some glass cups. So I will try to remember to link that down below if you're interested in seeing that. This time it'll be activated by the sun. And I think this one's kind of fun because it's going to be like white, hopefully kind of blend into the white of the bag. And then when the sun hits it, UV, it'll change into the colors. So I think that should be fun. I'm going to just do a HTV iron-on black for a saying and then flowers around it. So let's go cut all this out so we can get started. If you've never used this vinyl before, I just wanted to show you what it looks like when you open it. So it is nice and white, and I think it'll kind of blend into my white bag here, so it'll kind of blend in into that color that sun hits it. And just like if you've used infusible ink, it does come covered in this black, just so it stays protected and doesn't get ruined. And it's just one sheet in that whole tube. This is the purple one, so I'll have to just make sure I don't mix it up with my yellow because it'll also look white. So just be careful with that. And just like normal HTV, it has the glossy side, which has the carrier sheet. So we want to put that down because we don't want to cut the carrier sheet. We want just to cut the vinyl. And that means we need to hit the mirror button on our machine when we go to cut it. Something I noticed with this UV vinyl is the white makes it very difficult to see where you are needing to weed it out. So I recommend just doing nice bigger designs so it's not as difficult. And just take your time with it. I like doing the outside first, and then I'm going to cut each section out. And I would also go with the more pressure. I did the UV color changing setting that was already on my Cricut machine, and more pressure so that it makes sure it cuts well. And that's the nice thing with HTV is that it typically weeds pretty nicely. And so I can come in here and just kind of pour it. I like to go in with my tools. If I have extra vinyl attaching, I'll just cut off the section so it's easier to work with. and then just kind of simply pour it. Go in with my tool here and kind of just help it along when needed. So even though I can't see where it's supposed to go, I'm just kind of feeling it. And HTV just weeds so nicely, so it makes it easier. So I have finished weeding everything out. I do have the yellow, and this here's purple, and it will, or this one goes over here, it'll lay on top of our other layer, and then you'll see the colors once that UV, the sun, hits it. Typically, just like regular HTV, you do all the same things with the color changing one that you would with the regular HTV, so I'm going to do it all together. We'll heat, I'll have to take this off, preheat my bag for, I like to do 10 seconds. 5-10 seconds should be enough. And we're heating our easy press for 315 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll press it for 30 seconds, wait for it to cool, peel it off, make sure it's good to go. Then we'll do our other layer on top there, same thing. And with, just in general, side note, HTV tip, you can layer it like we're going to be doing, but you also, if it's a big design, it's actually better to cut out sections so that this extra top layer is touching the fabric versus other HTV. It'll just last a little bit longer, but because there's so many little small sections, that's why we're just going to layer it on top, and it should be fine. And my heating pad is underneath. It doesn't go all the way to the end where my design is, so I'm going to be doing it in 2 sections. When placing your vinyl on top, just make sure if you do different pieces like this, trim any edges so that the vinyl does not cover the clear plastic of another one. So we want that because the clear plastic would be covering, and that would just attach my vinyl to the clear plastic carrier sheet versus the fabric material itself. The plastic itself can overlap, you just don't want the vinyl to overlap onto the plastic. I've done that before. So I waited for my vinyl to completely cool off before I removed the transfer. It worked well. And now I'm just doing my second layer, lining it up nicely. And I did put the clear over the word again. Any vinyl showing you want to make sure is nice and covered so it doesn't get stuck to your heat press and pour up or anything like that. And if it's bubbling, not going to stay down, you can put some heat tape. Mine, I just have this blue one here, and I put it in a little tape dispenser, but you can always tape them down as well. And again, we'll just go in 2 sections. And these, again, just make sure you let it cool down completely before you remove that. That looks all covered. Just to be safe, you can even put a Teflon sheet over it just to help protect anything that might be coming up. but I think that looks pretty good. So now we'll heat it up again. So here's a beautiful project. It came out really nice. There was some cat hair in it, imagine that. And I noticed there's a little tiny piece that did not get weeded out there and over here. My husband did help me weed out these pieces, but I do appreciate his help, but we'll blame that on him. We'll say that those were the two he did. But I think it's really cool overall. So it's kind of hard to see the white now, and we'll go outside and see what it looks like once the flowers bloom. So I'm excited for this one, and let's head outside and see what it looks like. I'm really impressed with how fast this changes. I literally just showed you it outside and it's already white again. So it's kind of cool how fast it lights up or goes white again. But this was really fun, and I'm excited to try some more color changing pieces. Let me know down below if you've done anything with either the UV color changing, or I had those cups that also change colors with the cold water. So when you put your ice cubes in them, let me know if you've played around with either one and what you think of a fun little bag here. I thought it was a lot of fun, so I hope you did too. And I will see you next week for another fun project as well. Keep crafting. Bye for now.